This is Esam from Sesami, and today we want to talk about Timezone and how we see Timezone as a very important tool for you to offer your services globally. As we know, Sesami is made for a global audience. You can offer your services to anyone, anywhere. And one of the main part of this offering is Timezone, how to manage it, how to set it up properly. In this video, we're going to also talk about how to have this time zone selection automated and also how to fixate the time zone based on your business needs. So your business might require your customers to be able to book from anywhere, anytime, local time. Like, for example, if you are offering Zoom classes or Zoom sessions for consultation or whatever that is. In that case, if I'm sitting here in Los Angeles and I'm booking a service in Paris, I want that when I'm booking something, I see my Los Angeles time, even if the service is being offered by a team member living in Europe, right? And in another case, there are businesses that want the time zone to be local. Like they are in a retail store, and I'm booking for service locally being done, and in that case, maybe seeing time zone doesn't make sense. And we have the third category of services that are being offered locally, but the audience might be in a different part of the world. So an example of that would be like in travel industry, when I'm as a customer booking my service, which is going to happen in a local location, in another location. I might be traveling to Europe. Now I'm going to book my tour in Europe. In that case, we want to probably fixate the time zone of that service to the local time. So I can book now and I would see the fixated time zone in the local time, and that means the service wants to be happening in that location. So we want to be able to do that in Sesami. So let's start talking about what we can do. By default, when you set up Sesami, you're going to choose a time zone as a default stored time zone. That's going to be the base of the availability and time calculations for both the back end and the front end. In this case, I'm going to show you, I have a store based out of New York, and I have a team member that has some availability for tomorrow at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Now, if I, without any changes, go to the service page, which I set up, and I open this page, I'm going to see Sesami automatically detect my local time zone, which is Los Angeles in this case, for a service that is going to happen in New York. As you saw, for tomorrow, I was available from 10 a.m., but now I'm seeing 7 a.m. because there's a 3-hour time difference. This is very good for meetings or services. I have an option to hide the time zone in the case that its service is being local and I want to see it local and my audience would be local. In that case, I will go to the settings and then I would choose the hide time zone from the storefront calendar. If I do this and save, go back to the service page, I would see the time. There's no time zone anymore for me to select. It's going to kind of default it to the settings, and I would see 10 a.m. as I saw it in New York. It doesn't consider where I am locally. And then the third option would be to fixate the time zone for specific business needs. In that case, I need to unhide the time zone selection. And when I create my Sesami in the backend, when I configure it in my online store, I need to pass on a fixated time zone for my services to be rendered. Because this option is not available in our Sesami app block, I use a custom liquid, and in there, I kind of just say, I want to use Sesami button, but I want to fixate the time zone to Europe, Berlin, for example. So let me now, instead of using this Sesami block default, I use the custom liquid, set the time zone I wanted service to be on, and then I'm going to save. I'm going to go back to my service page, I'm going to refresh, and I'm going to see now the times that is offered, is going to be fixated to the Berlin time zone. 10 a.m. New York time, 4 p.m. Berlin time. That's about it. I hope you learned how to use Sesami in different time zones. Again, just to recap, we have 3 types of requirements. In general, we have when we do default automatic time selection for your audience. And then the second one is if you want to hide the time zone for local offerings, service offerings. And the third option was if you want to fixate the time zone for specific region. That comes really handy for travel businesses. That's about it. I hope it was helpful. So if you have any questions, please feel free to check out our help desk, help.sesami.co, or email us at help@sesami.co. Thank you.